seat. I mean, for real. Touch the driver's sauce so I don't even grab the wheel. That's on my chest, but it don't mean the man is stealing. Man, I'm walking with some money, man. I mean a couple mil. Ew, think you need a man.
Thank you. On a cold night at the foot of the Rockies, EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to Empower Field at Mile High in Denver, Colorado. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New York Jets and the Denver Broncos. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. Taken in the end zone, and he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Pain, can I kick it? Just to flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask. Can I?
Hey, could count on my paw and look at my dogs from. Way back then, could claim what you saw, but you weren't with us. The higher the climb, the harder the fall, but how did you get up? I done got rich and went broke, then got rich again, just a little hiccup. I done been ballin' this pickup. Remember me being so bummy and being so hungry, I had to eat crystal. How did the lady go miss? Her she was magic, she mixed. Met her at one of the functions, we caught her the rhythm, she caught up a friend, they kissed and we dipped it, and that's how we kicked it.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Pain, can I kick it? Just to flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I act. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Pain, can I kick it? Just to flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask. Can I?
Thank you. On a cold night at the foot of the Rockies, EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to Empower Field at Mile High in Denver, Colorado. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New York Jets and the Denver Broncos. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And, oh, he coughed it up. It's picked up by the Broncos. And this is going to be brought back for a Denver touchdown. The pass receiver turned into a runner, then he turned into a fumbler, and it goes the other way for 6.
I love your description. Although for the offense, they're not too happy about it. But for the defense, what a big-time play for them. Never give up on anything. Sometimes you create your own points.
But the receiver, hard to fault him. He's just going for extra yard.
That's exactly what you're supposed to do, but you have to take care of the football.
And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it, but you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. First carry now for the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to air one out. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A big play there. His 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Jets are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
The kick is good.
And he knocks it through.
That ties the game at 7.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And you combine a big leg with a mile-high air. There's the outcome. This will sail out of the end zone for a touchback. Lock and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now the first carry here for Phillip Lindsay. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. This one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Give them 22 yards, and that's also where they snapped it from, the 22.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsay, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Tackled by Ashton Davis up from the secondary.
And I think that's going to go down as no gain, but that doesn't seem fair for the effort that was presented on that play. That should go down as a loss. I know, I'm a defensive guy, but you got to like the play that was made.
He made a lot of those plays last week. He was AFC Defensive Player of the Week, picking up where he left off. Faking the give to Lindsay. Here's Locke. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get an advantage that way.
42-yard line.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
And 9.
Now Locke. He's got his big tight end, Fant. He'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal. 3rd and goal now, mere inches from pay dirt.
Switch it, come on, switch it. Check, hot route, check.
They'll try to run with Lindsey. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Drew Lock scoring on the 2-yard keeper. And the Broncos have taken the lead. And sometimes you just put it in the hands of your quarterback, let him take you home.
And you just know the NFL playbooks nowadays have gotten just a little bit thicker because just about everyone has a quarterback run series involved now, and we just saw the evidence of it.
Do defenses hate that?
Drives them crazy because the quarterback is usually not a guy that runs with the football. You cover everyone else, and all of a sudden he waltzes in on you.
And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And you know, certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice.
Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off at the 18. Thought he had the pick. Flag comes in for PI, so cancel it out.
Interference. A killer for them. Thought they had a nice play. Instead, they'll be marching off yardage against them.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. That's complete to his running back, Taylor. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Jonathan Taylor with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Jets are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Rosas good with the extra point. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half.
Aldrich Rosas set to kick it.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Touchdowns on back-to-back drives, so a very good flow right now offensively.
Hard to slow them down, too, because they are locked in. Feel like the offensive coordinator's a little bit ahead of the defensive guys right now. They're beating them to the punch with their play calls. They've got a nice rhythm they're locked into. How can the defensive guys come up with something that'll disrupt that flow? That's what they're seeking right now.
Well, it's been an exciting sequence to watch. On 2nd and 9, Locke. This is the tight end fan. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Broncos first down. First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Throwing now is Locke. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13. Locke working out of the gun. Flushed out right. Got a man complete. It's Hamler. And they finally bring him down, but he reaches the 16. A big play there for the Broncos on 3rd. 41 yards. Open man. He completes it to Judy. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
They go back to the ground now with Lindsey. And he stopped immediately there.
Ball carrier.
They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. If you're going to run against this unit, especially down here, just beware. I mean, they're the top rushing defense in the league.
Yeah, and then they go ahead and they double down with the whole thing because you think, okay, let's throw the ball. Oh, yeah, that's right. They defend the pass pretty well, too. Very difficult task right now.
On the give, this is their fullback. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. It's the fullback. His first touchdown on the year. And the Broncos have broken the tie. And when they called that play, I'm not sure they expected it to go all the way to the end zone. Nice little reward, though.
Without a doubt, and sometimes I think the offensive line gets a little bit more inspiration when they know that guy's going to get the ball because he doesn't touch it very often. They want to reward him for all that good blocking he does as well.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. There have been points on the board. We just saw back-to-back touchdown drives. I love it. I'm high-fiving our statistician, Christian McLeod, and you're angry. You're a defensive guy.
If you met one of my defensive coordinators, God rest his soul, I'm surprised he isn't in this booth right now wanting to really take you on. This is not football the way he sees it. He wants a good old-fashioned kicking game, defense, field position, and we're getting an up and down the field game here.
I'll take him. Where's his tombstone?
Boot Hill, baby. Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
He's going to launch this thing way downfield. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Fabian Moreau. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. Ball carrier. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Lock on the give. It's Lindsey. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Lock now on first down. Got a man open. It's Sutton. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. On first down, Lock. This is intercepted. Tyus Bowser with a pick. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown.
Aldrich Rosas lining up.
Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
It shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. Couple completions, just string them together. Could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
Lock trying again after the pick 6. Escaping the pressure right. That's going to be caught by Judy. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
To throw again on second down. Lock. And he fires one that's intercepted. Zach Cunningham with a pick. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
You can easily see the logic. It's a tie game. They just wanted to press it a little bit right before the half, hoping to get one more score.
Yeah, easy to second-guess the result, but now you have to think after that interception, just a field goal, and they're behind at the break.
Yeah, I think at the half, the head coach just says, look, that's on me. I wanted to press it, but it's because I believe in you guys.
He was trying to get it to Denzel Mims that time, and that'll bring up second down.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into a bigger point. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
Albert Rosas on for the field goal. A 46-yard attempt.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And with it, they'll take the lead at 24-21. Now, the drive ends in just 3, but they'll take it. Looks like they'll head to the locker room, barring something unfortunate, in front on the scoreboard.
Yeah, they may not be jumping up and down and celebrating because they...
Now a hit and a loose football. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And he takes it to the house. It's a fumble recovery for a Jet touchdown.
Lining up for the extra point.
So problems here on special teams, and it results in the scoop and the score.
They talk all the time on special teams about keeping your head on a swivel, trying to see the whole field. Hard to do when things are going that fast, bodies all over the place. You're just trying to find the right guy to align yourself with. On that play, wow.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath, as now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? Lock and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Second half starts with a run by Lindsey. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
I have to think a major focus at a halftime means had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struck. And Locke throws another one. It's intercepted. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown.
Rosas lining up for the extra point.
Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. Tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Throwing on 1st down is Locke. Eluding the pressure right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
Clock will try again on second down. Buying time to his left. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
Good.
A gain of 32 that time.
Still all sorts of time left in this game, and you'd like to be able to say take it one play at a time. But the truth is, they're probably going to have to hit on a few big plays in the passing game to close this gap, and that's a good start right there.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Locke. Flush to his right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
That's caught left side by Judy. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
For Broncos.
They fake the handoff. Now Locke. And his throw here's incomplete. That time he was looking for Jerry Judy, but it's going to be 2nd down.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Flushed out right. And Locke throws another one. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 18. And he will bring this all the way back out to midfield. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
Good starting position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Escaping the pressure right, and that is incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
I have to give some credit to the defender on that one. He read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He'll air this one out from Mims. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Denzel Mims with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Jets find a way to stretch their lead. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
Yeah, turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. He'll go up top here for Hamler. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Ashton Davis. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. A throw down the field, caught by his running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one, a gain of 20 and a first down.
First down.
Back to throw here. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
The pass.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 43-yard line.
He'll air this one out from Mims. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. They'll look to throw again. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. From 6 yards away. And the Jets are going to add on to their lead. He was on point throwing the ball right there. He had the big play to get him down close, and then he delivers a touchdown pass on 1st and goal.
And you mentioned the big play that got him down close. I think that big play left him reeling a little bit. They didn't recover from it. And you know, they always talk about having to have a short memory on defense after a big play against you. Looks like their memory was a little too long there.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Lock and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
41, Charlie. I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you. 41's the mic. 40's
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done.
Hey, Mike 20, Mike 20.
Another try after the 1st down sack. Lock. Open man Hamler, that's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Locke. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10.
53's the mic. 53.
They look to throw. It's Locke. Throw right side is going to be caught by Judy. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Jerry Judy hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Broncos cut into that lead.
His kick.
And he puts it through.
Makes the score Jets 52, Broncos 31.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
On play action, they'll throw. He'll air this one out for Mims. And this one is incomplete. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he's going to be taken down. They sack him on what will be the final play of quarter number 3. Welcome back now to Denver. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. And that's going to be caught. Oh, a one-handed grab there. He's got it for the touchdown. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10. And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And my goodness, another interception. Marcus May with a pick. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown.
Aldrich Rosas lining up for the
Oh, this is becoming tough to watch. I don't know that I've seen 3 pick 6s from the same quarterback in the same game.
And I know that many are going to scream at the coach about why did you let him stay out there to throw those. But truthfully, what are the odds that you're going to throw 3 pick 6s in a game? You want to leave them out there so they can work through some of the rough stuff.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick 6 put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
4 yards.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. They'll go again with Lindsey. And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
But that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Locke. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Mike 20, Mike 20, Mike 20. Mike 7, let's go. Mike 20, Mike 20, Mike 20. Let's put him on the buses. Let's ready to go.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Locke. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Mike 20, Mike 20, Mike 20. Gotta do better. Come on, QB.
Locke working out of the gun. Got a man. It's Judy, complete. 20, 10, and all the way home for a Broncos score. Jerry Judy, his second touchdown of the night, and the Broncos are in for 6.
Well, if you've got him in your fantasy league, you like his production, his second touchdown of the game. But right now, his team is trailing. Fortunately, he's playing pretty well and trying to keep him in it.
Yeah, they might need a little more from him here.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they continue to call his number. Right now, he needs his defense to step up and give him a chance.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row. There were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
After the turnover, here's Locke. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He'll get that one to Taylor complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Second and 6 at the 41-yard line.
Now here's a throw that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. The Jets on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Back to throw again. Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
4th down.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. I'm not sure what other ground there is to cover here. I mean, this offense has been amazing. Just total domination, Charles.
They've clicked so well, and if you really focus in on the offensive line, they've protected well when they wanted to throw the ball. They've moved people off the line of scrimmage when they've wanted to run it. Smiles all the way around. This offense has been really good in this one.
Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And last time, one play interceptions. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because
it got his man complete. Past the 20. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown. But they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
But I think the Broncos have it. They do. Great job by the kick team there to get the football, but also don't forget about the man that started it, the lonesome kicker himself.
I love that you brought him into it because he doesn't get nearly the attention he deserves. Oftentimes it's only when it's negative. In this case, he created a positive play for his team.
Clock now on first down. He's going to let it fly. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Operating from the gun. Lock. This is Hamler on the receiving end. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
2nd and 3 at the 10-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 3. Ball on the 10. Here's Locke. Open man. He completes it to Judy. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Jerry Judy with his 3rd touchdown of the ball game, number 12 on the season. And the Broncos get a bit closer. And the lead is down to 20.
Makes the score Jets 73. Broncos 53.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And it would seem as if their 3-game winning streak is about to go to 4, but still a little work to do as they start 1st and 10. Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a 1st down. And incomplete.
They're certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one. And oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the 4th quarter.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. A gain there of 21 yards.
Well, we know he has pretty good hands on display there. In fact, he only needed one of them.
Yeah, nowadays, all these receivers work on this, right? They do the one-handed catches off the machine in practice. They do it with their quarterbacks. They do it contested, uncontested. They make it part of their repertoire.
Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
He'll air this one out for Mims. And Mims has got it. Touchdown, Jets.
New York.
Denzel Mims, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Jets will extend their lead. The PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play. They're down here in the fourth, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Throwing on first down is Locke. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Fletcher Cox make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. After the sack on first down, Locke, he'll find Lindsey here. It's a gain of 7, and it's going to be third down and a ways to go here, 3rd and 14. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the fourth.
Mike 20, Mike 20, Mike 20. Here we go. Hey, Mike 20, Mike 20. Check pass, check pass.
On 3rd and long, it's Locke, eluding the pressure right. And now here is another interception. Picked off at about the 31. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Hey, check Mike 11, check Mike 11. You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey, you don't want to see me.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Flush to his right. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete. And unable to connect, it's incomplete. And the clock stopped at 8 seconds. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. It'll be a pickup of 12 yards. And the Jets are going to get a new set of downs. Back to throw now on first down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. Does the big boy have the juice? And that will write a finish to this ball game.
Final score, Jets 80.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Jets, they're setting themselves up as a major contender as they move to 8-1 now on the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the Kansas City Chiefs. Meanwhile, for Denver, they are barely afloat as they fall to 4-5. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head down to Miami to take on the Dolphins. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.